Have you ever poured your absolute heart and soul into your work only to be completely overlooked? Today we're diving into the romantic drama When Love Finds You. And let me tell you, while it looks like a classic romance on the surface, it's actually an absolute masterclass in resilience and surviving a toxic workplace. I mean, it's literally the most frustrating thing, isn't it? Giving absolutely everything you have to a job, just to be treated like you're completely disposable. Well, this is the exact painful reality for our main character, Blessing, as she navigates this deeply relatable everyday struggle before finally managing to flip the script. And she is honestly suffocating under massive pressure right from the jump. Her landlord is literally threatening to throw all her belongings out onto the street today. And, to make matters worse, she just lost her exhausting job at a local boutique simply because traffic made her late. Her boss completely disregards all her previous hard work and just fires her on the spot. So one bad morning basically just cost her entire livelihood. Okay, so let's talk about this number right here, 42,000 Naira. To put that into perspective, this isn't just some arbitrary figure. This is the exact amount she desperately needs to keep her mom alive with her diabetes and arthritis medicine. She's not working for luxuries here, guys. She is fighting for her mother's survival. And this deep, underlying sense of desperation is exactly what fuels her legendary work ethic when she finally catches a break. Because Blessing, she absolutely refuses to give up. Her career trajectory takes this dramatic shift when she grabs a super humble waitressing job at a struggling restaurant owned by this guy named Greg. And when she overhears that their sales have completely tanked by 30% and they're on the verge of closing their doors, she doesn't just keep her head down. She actually pitches these brilliant turnaround strategies directly to Greg. And boom, she earns a rapid promotion to branch manager. And this right here perfectly illustrates that her value goes way beyond just being a tireless worker. She's got a seriously brilliant strategic mind. She starts introducing weekly special menus to keep things fresh, she goes out and secures bulk corporate orders to lock in steady revenue, and she even partners up with dispatch riders for free large deliveries. I mean, she practically saves the entire business single-handedly, all because she treats that restaurant like it's her very own. But as we all know, success tends to breed envy. The whole dynamic completely flips when Greg's girlfriend, Mariah, returns from the UK. Armed with this prestigious MBA, Mariah instantly feels threatened by Blessing's organic success and, honestly, her growing bond with Greg. So instead of thanking the woman who literally saved her boyfriend's business, Mariah decides to weaponize her status. She's deceptive, she's arrogant, and she is laser-focused on putting Blessing back in her place. Fueled by pure jealousy, Mariah swoops in, takes over as boss, and just maliciously demotes Blessing. And actually, scratch that. It's not even a demotion back to waitressing. She forces Blessing to scrub the public toilets and clean the outside grounds. She literally tells her, "You are a waitress, and a waitress you will remain." It's this incredibly calculated, cruel move designed to just completely break Blessing's spirit and force her out the door. But you know what? When humiliation doesn't make Blessing quit, Mariah escalates things to a whole new criminal level. Suddenly, a customer claims that a gold watch worth $20,000 has just vanished in the exact restroom Blessing was just cleaning. This staggering missing item creates a massive, high-stakes crisis. Suddenly, it's no longer just about losing a job. We're talking about Blessing losing her actual freedom and her reputation. Mariah orchestrates this absolutely devastating betrayal. She corners Brenda, who is Blessing's friend and coworker, by the way, and basically blackmails her, threatening to fire her unless she helps frame Blessing. Terrified of losing her own income, Brenda completely caves. She actually sneaks the stolen watch into Blessing's bag, and when that bag is publicly searched in front of Greg and the whole staff, Blessing is just humiliated. Despite her tearful pleas, she's completely stripped her for dignity and fired on the spot. Just put yourself in Blessing's shoes for a second here. How do you even respond when the system is deliberately weaponized against your innocence? How do you react when the people who should be protecting you decide to sacrifice you instead? It is the ultimate, heart-wrenching injustice to be falsely accused and framed as a common thief. You can literally feel her complete helplessness in that room, surrounded by people looking at her with total disgust. Well, as it turns out, guilt is an incredibly heavy burden to carry. Consumed by what she did to her totally innocent friend Brenda, finally just breaks. She goes straight to Greg, confesses the entire plot, and totally exposes Mariah as the real mastermind behind the stolen watch. And the fallout is swift. Brenda is terminated for her role in the whole thing, and a completely disgusted Greg officially ends his relationship with Mariah. Now, you might expect some serious gloating or revenge here, right? But when a tearful Brenda comes begging for forgiveness, Blessing doesn't do any of that. She doesn't hold on to that bitterness. Instead, she offers this incredible grace, saying, "If God can forgive us after we offend him, who is Blessing that I will not forgive Brenda?" Wow. It is just a massive testament to her immense strength of heart and character. So, stepping back and looking at the whole picture of Blessing's journey, the core lessons here are just incredibly powerful. We see that hard work and genuine humility will always outshine sheer paper entitlement. Mariah had the fancy degree, but Blessing had the actual vision. We also learned that true integrity really can withstand the harshest false accusations because the truth just refuses to stay buried forever. And ultimately, offering forgiveness is a mark of profound strength, definitely not weakness. Blessing faced down eviction, extreme poverty, cruel demotions, and just the ultimate betrayal. Yet she managed to use every single one of those obstacles as a stepping stone. So I want to leave you with this question to reflect on for your own journey. When life is deeply, deeply unfair, will you let it make you bitter, or will you use it to become better? Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and I really hope it leaves you inspired to just keep pushing forward no matter what comes your way.